Stop casting blindly. 4 must-know fish nest locations for autumn fishing. Autumn is the golden season for fishing. As the weather cools, fish become more active, feeding voraciously to stock up energy for the winter months. But simply casting your line at random won't guarantee success. To truly make the most of autumn's fishing opportunities, you need to know where to look. Here are 4 prime fishing spots that can increase your catch rate by 90%. 1. Waterweed edges, the natural canteen for fish. The old angler's saying, "Fishing without targeting weeds is aimless wandering," holds true, especially in autumn. Waterweed edges are rich in food and shelter, providing the perfect environment for fish to thrive. These spots are abundant with plankton, small insects, and other prey that attract fish. Pro tips for fishing waterweed edges. Look for areas with sparse vegetation. Thick weeds can trap fish and cause snags, making them less effective as fishing spots. Focus on gaps, channels, or weed holes. These are common pathways that fish use to feed and move. Autumn is the perfect time to fish these areas, as waterweed edges provide a feast for hungry fish. 2. Water inlets. Flowing water brings abundant food. Water inlets where water flows into rivers, lakes, or other bodies are prime fishing areas in autumn. As water flows, it carries nutrients like insects, plant debris, and oxygen-rich water that attract fish. Fishing tips for inlets. Choose areas with gentle currents. Fast-moving water makes it difficult for fish to stay in one spot, so avoid these. Focus on the edges of the inlet or just downstream where the current slows and fish gather to feed. The current at inlets is a natural fish highway, and understanding where it slows down can make all the difference. 3. Point bars, the strategic throat on fish paths. Point bars are shoreline areas that protrude into the water, forming a narrow, plow-like tip. Fish often travel along these strategic throats to move through the water, making point bars an ideal spot for fishing. These areas offer a slow current, allowing fish to conserve energy while foraging for food. Fishing tips for point bars. Look for wide, flat point bars. These provide the best areas to cast your line. Cast on either side or at the tip of the bar. If the water depth is suitable, a long rod will help you reach farther distances and increase your chances of success. Pay attention to the current direction and underwater terrain to fine-tune your fishing approach. Point bars can often be the key to catching fish on their seasonal migration routes. 4. Deep shallow junctions, the golden zone for fish activity. Deep shallow junctions are where deep and shallow waters meet. In autumn, fish shift between deep and shallow areas based on temperature changes. During the warmer parts of the day, fish will retreat to deeper waters, but in the early morning and evening, they'll move into shallower zones to feed. How to find and fish deep shallow junctions. Use a fish finder or observe water ripples and weed growth patterns to pinpoint the transition areas. Shallow waters are often more attractive to fish during temperature changes, so cast your line on the shallower side. Use strongly fishy baits or teasing techniques to trigger bites as fish swim through these zones. These junctions are prime feeding grounds, making them one of the best spots to target fish throughout autumn. Conclusion: master autumn fishing with these golden spots. Autumn fishing can be a rewarding experience when you know where to cast. By targeting waterweed edges, water inlets, point bars, and deep shallow junctions, you'll dramatically increase your chances of a full net. But remember, fishing isn't just about the catch, it's a peaceful connection with nature. Respect the environment, follow fishing regulations, and you'll find that autumn waters offer more than just fish, they provide a retreat for the soul. About the author. I'm a fishing enthusiast and self-media blogger dedicated to sharing the best tips and techniques with fellow anglers. Follow me to exchange fishing knowledge and stay up to date on all things wild fishing. Like, save, and follow for the next update.